Alright guys, today we've got a stihl ms290 chainsaw that is frozen solid. You cannot turn that thing over for nothing. I'm going to go through a process that may save this, it may not. I've done it on many different 2-strokes. I've done it on 4-strokes as well. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but we're going to try our best. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to pull the spark plug and see if there's, if it's full of like water or something, obviously it's not going to turn over. Water doesn't compress very easy. So we're going to pop the spark plug out. I use a stihl tool. It's got the torque 27 that we're going to be needing to use on the pulling the recoil. And it's got the spark plug bit, which also works, on your chain as well. So very common. They're very cheap on Amazon. I'll put it in the description below. Alright, pop the spark plug out. You want to inspect it. That looks like water to me. It's like water damage. So we're probably dealing with some rust and stuff in there. It's still not wanting to pull over. So this has got diesel fuel in it. And then I squirt a decent amount of diesel fuel in there. I may fill this up one more time and get it in there, but shake it around. We're going to go ahead and pull the recoil. Those are all T27 torque 27s. It's on this end of this tool. Again, I'll put that in the description. Go ahead and pull that recoil off. Got the recoil off. The recoil is not frozen. That's not the issue. So oh yeah, it wants to move back and forth a little bit, but those rings are frozen in there, rusted in there. So we're going to put a little more diesel fuel in this, and we're going to get a socket that fits this. I think it's a 13 millimeter. So it's a 13 millimeter. I put more diesel in that spark plug, and I'm moving this back and forth just to kind of get the, there must be a rust spot or something. Just trying to get the diesel in there really good. And then we're going to just slowly turn it. Oh, and it moved. Slowly go with it. I'm just going to keep turning. It'll get easier and easier. Man, this thing feels weird. I'm not sure. What the heck? I'm going to keep going though. Until that thing... That might be a clutch that's stuck on the other side. I don't know. And you get in, put in a drill. This is an impact. Probably shouldn't do the impact, but... should be good. We'll find out if it worked. Alright, so I'll put the recoil back on, get it all tightened up. And then we're going to put a brand new spark plug in it. And we're going to have to rinse the spark plug out a few times because there's going to be a lot of diesel fuel that's going to coat that spark plug and follow it out. So it's going to take us a few times to rinse it and dry. Go ahead and drain out the old gas on this before we even start. Just to make sure we got good, fresh, brand new gas in it. This obviously is sat for a long time in a very humid environment. So we want to get rid of any of the water or bad gas that's in there. Gas is full of water. I put a splash on the ground. Those beads are water. Water beads up on gas. Sinks in gas too. If you dump it in a clear container, the water will settle to the bottom. So I'm going to put fresh, brand new gas in it. Like I said, it instantly gets coated with diesel fuel, so we got to rinse it out a few times. See, there's no way that's going to spark. Oh, I can't see it because it's wet right to the tip. So rinse it out, try again. Once you get it running, you really want to let that thing just keep running. Burns the diesel. You see the diesel still smoking out of there. Burns that off, but it kind of rehones the cylinder in. So if you get it running, just keep it running for a while so that it can get all that crap knocked out of the cylinder and make sure the rings are nice and free. This thing fires off first pull now. I'm freaking very happy with it. So get done with all that. Air filter cover back on. Put a bar and chain on this thing and start using it. She's good. She's ready to go. All right, guys. I use this process in, like I said, 4 strokes, 2 strokes. This is the way I do it. Any generators, whatever it is. It could be a car. If I get a car and that thing's frozen solid, from sitting for a long time or whatever, I don't even know what the case is. I'm going to fill it with diesel. I'm going to fill all the cylinders with diesel. I'll drain all the oil out and fill it full right to the brim, like too full with diesel, so that everything can soak in and I can get it to break free, and then slowly move it more and more and more until it's just loose as caboose. Drain all the diesel back out of it, fill it back up with oil like in a car or a lawnmower, and try to get it running, man. And again, you're going to have to, like with a car, if it's a V8, you're going to have to do 8 spark plugs every time you try to start it. Let it crank for a little bit and then stop cranking it, pull the spark plugs one at a time, spray them off with carb cleaner, rinse them off, get them nice and dry, put them back in, try again. It'll take sometimes 4, 5, 6 times, 10 times of doing that before you get all that diesel out of there, so it doesn't foul out the plug. But I saved this thing. So all right, hope this helped you out. Give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. Yeah, I'll put the spark plug, I'll put a tune-up kit in the description for this thing, bar and chain, stuff like that. Peace.